Greetings, I am Mary, Universal Mother, Mother of Hope, Mother of Change, Mother of Love. And yes, I always wish to remind you, Mother, sweet angel, of who you are. There can be no separation. It has always been thus. And the illusion of isolation, of separation, of distance, of loneliness, of yearning has been of human manipulation. No, I do not say this in the way of judgment or critique, but simply the acknowledgement of the journey that you have been on. Let me make it more clear. I, Father and I, Source One, Spirit All, have never separated from you, from thee. We have never separated from the collective. Such a fissioning is not in my heart. It is not of my creation. And it most certainly is not of my love. Many of you are parents, and those of you who have chosen a different path in this lifetime have also been parents many times, and in fact you may be parents in many different ways to very many different people in this life. There are times as parents that you have stood back to allow your beloved children to find their way, to claim their authority, to find their power, to find their passion, to find their sense of self. And this is a necessary part of their growth, and sometimes the hardest task of parenting. Because that artificial sense that is sometimes introduced of separation is not of truth, and it most certainly isn't of the heart of how you feel. Sweet angels, that is how it is with us. There have been times when you have been allowed your scenic detours, the power of your rightful birthright of decision making and choice, free will. We do not interfere with us. But that never meant that we went anywhere. It never meant that we were separated. Perhaps how you felt was that we were quiet. The direction was not so clearly given. And that is why today I wish to speak to you about heart listening. Hear what I say. Heart listening is the beginning and primary element of the ascended self. Yes, that is quite a statement. But as we begin this journey of recognition, of acceptance, of surrender and expansion with you, you have need to know, understand, accept what this new you looks like and what it feels like. And heart listening is the starting point. So often you have said, I wish I could hear you, Mother. Or I wish I could hear you more clearly. How you do this, bright one, is through listening with your heart. That is why we have activated all the receptors in all your chakras and all your bodies. And yes, this meditation that we have just completed reinforces that activation and attunement. When I say heart listening, I am not merely referring that you anchor in your heart, which is the starting point, but that you don't just listen with your heart. You listen, you receive, and you perceive with the entirety of your being. That you allow the love. That is all. Yes, as I have repeatedly said to the channel, powered by heart, fueled by love. So your motor, your instrument is your heart. But think of it in this way. Your entire being, all of your quantum fields, all your chakras, all your meridians, every sensory point on your body, on your skin, is a receptor for listening. What is listening other than receiving? And how do you give? How do you share, even in accordance with universal law? You do not share unless you have received. You cannot give with the fullness of who you are unless you are receiving. When you listen with your heart, you are receiving the full portent, the amazing portent, not only of everything that I and we have to share. You are receiving the full, amazing, phenomenal portent, content of everything that your higher and above that, your universal self, has to share. Because each of you perceive and receive in different ways, it is not just words. It is love. And that love comes as visions, as scent, as knowing, as intuition, as a clarity. I have been flooding you with my clarity and grace, my purity and awe, so that the flow of this unified field of your receptor self is wide open. The tsunami flows through you and back again and again and again and again. In this, the clarity of truly hearing, not just information, but of listening, of receiving, and from that, of being able to hear what individuals, what small groups, and what the collective is asking for and telling you becomes clear. And in your ability to be the answer to be the way shower, to be the transmitters, to be the fulfillment of my dream, flows clearly. Beloved daughters, sons, angels of my heart listening. Let us begin. It is already underway. Claim your ascended self. Claim your ability to truly listen with the fullness of who you are. I am talking to you, and I anticipate that you are listening. Farewell.